Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
All right, thank you guys for listening to the VOL Sportscast with your hosts Ben Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. You can also find us on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Just type in VOL Sportscast and we'll pop up. So like and subscribe, share with friends, and I hope y'all really like our takes. We fans just like y'all. So let's get right into it. NFL playoffs are this weekend. We got some really great matchups Saturday and Sunday. I'm spending my entire day watching the NFL game Saturday. And, the first game, that's up, the Colts at the Bills. I have the Bills over the Colts. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious in my opinion because, the Bills be on a tear. They lead the league in, points. Josh Allen's in the MVP race. So I think that's a little bit too much for the Colts to overcome. What y'all guys think?
I think
I agree.
Bills will win.
Yeah, Bills. Y'all think what y'all think the score gonna be? You think it's gonna be a decisive win, or y'all think it's gonna be pretty close?
I think it's gonna be pretty close. I feel
Really?
like the Colts gonna. Yeah, I just feel like they're gonna come out to play, bro.
Yeah. 'Cause right now, the Colts do have the eighth best defense. They have put some teams on their backs, but what catches my eye with the Colts is that, man, their offense is just lacking. Look at the Bills five. They got Steph on Diggs. They just got what's they got John. They got what's his last name?
John Brown.
Yeah, they got John Brown back. So I mean, they got a lot of weapons. Even though their running game is now on point with Devin Singletary, but still, Josh Allen runs the ball. I mean, he averaged like 43 yards.
Very well too.
Yeah. I mean, y'all remember that last Viking game last year when he just like hurled her over players and running like 50 yards downfield? He looking like what they say, like a white Lamar Jackson. So
Oh my God.
hey, but he can throw better.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I think it'll be a closer game. I think the Bills are going to win, but I think it'll be more of a defensive battle because they both have good defenses.
that's true.
But I think the Bills might expose the Colts defense a little bit because, like you said earlier, Josh Allen, he's been on a tear. I got him probably third in the MVP race right now. Stephon Diggs is having a great year with his new team because he has over 1,500 yards receiving this year. So
Yeah.
and he has 8 touchdowns. So I think it's going to be too much for the Colts.
I don't think it's gonna be close, in my opinion. I just don't see.
I think I got the Bills by like 10.
By 10. I have the Bills by 2 touchdowns. Because the only way I can see the Colts even like keeping it close is by running Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor hasn't been doing anything all season. Then all of a sudden, I guess he kind of figured it out, or the Colts kind of figured it out, like, hey, we need to feed this guy. So last game they fed him the ball 30 times. He had, granted, it was against a sorry team, but they still fed the ball him 30 times and he had 253 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns on the game. But I don't see that happening to the Bills. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be a lot of quick 4 and outs, or No, are they gonna have to ride on Phillip Rivers? And to be granted, I mean, that's not gonna really get you far. Got look at T.Y. Hilton numbers, man. It just he can't get the ball to him. You know,
and Tre'Davious White will probably lock him down too.
Yeah. And you know, Hilton specialty is running the deep ball. So,
right.
I mean, how many points can the Colts really score against that Bills scoring team? I mean, I just don't see it close unless they.
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout.
Yeah, I like 2 touchdowns. You know, we're not playing Madden here, but you know, if you get beat by 2 touchdowns, that's close to getting 21 swag. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a blowout, but it's gonna be like, this game is getting away from them. You know, like, dang, Colts, they might be a little bit over their head. I know a lot of Colts fans, they probably hate me right now, but it's the truth.
You know, the Colts, I don't think they're not gonna have anybody that can stop Stephon Diggs either. They have a good front seven, but I don't know about their secondary stopping Stephon Diggs.
Yes, Stephon Diggs won me my fantasy league single-handedly. I thought about sending him some money, but like I said, he got plenty.
He's doing fine.
So everybody agreed, the Bills over Colts.
Yep, Bills.
All right, see, that's a little bit too easy, guys. I hope one of y'all picked the Colts.
Nah.
All right. So next game. All right, we have Rams. Now this is a game I really want to talk about. I hate the Rams. I'm a Saints fan. I can't stand the Rams, but it's Rams versus Seahawks. My upset game, I don't really consider the upset since they already beat them. They already split the series 1-1 in the regular season. I have the Rams over Seahawks. In Seattle, Seattle's 5-0 with Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson in the playoffs. But I have the Rams beating Seattle.
I also have the Rams beating Seattle.
You do?
You got the Rams beating Seattle?
Yeah, I think the Rams' defense is going to be too much, and Russell Wilson is he's kind of trending down right now. He didn't end on a high note.
Hey, Gatwood, you should know, huh?
Yeah, in my fantasy league, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, so
man, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, bro. I think I got the Seahawks, bro.
Okay, why you have the Seahawks? Kyle Russell Wilson?
I just feel like he's gonna have one of them like heroic games, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, where he be Houdini and he just rolls out
and he
just keep it down
run
and keep it out type games.
Running for his life, so he's making it happen.
I think that's the only reason I see the Seahawks winning is if Russell Wilson just become Houdini and he just scrambling all over the place and they can't contain him and he just running and picking up first downs and he just throwing off his back foot to DK or Tyler Lockett coming wide open across the middle and he taking the 80 yards, something crazy like that, some big time plays. But guess what? The Rams don't give up big time plays.
I will say this though. DK gonna have to win some of those 1-on-1s
with Jalen. Oh, that's gonna be a good
with Jalen,
matchup.
yeah.
That's spicy, boy. That's a spicy matchup. I can see a little what happen.
Love it.
I'll say a couple reasons. I think Ramsey's been shutting down Metcalf this year. Actually, he's actually had a lot of success against Metcalf this year. And another reason I think that normally I would have picked the Seahawks if it was like normal situations. If the Seahawks had all their fans, because their home field advantage is so big. But since they don't have fans this year, I really think the Rams have the upper hand this year at Seattle.
Yes. So I'll tell you, when I was looking at this, I have watched a couple of Seattle games because, Russell Wilson, what he's been doing and everything. So I tuned in. And the one thing that I did notice, the offensive line is tremendous. I mean, not tremendous, they awful. They rank close to dead last in the league. Let me see. They are, I think, 27th or 28th or something like that. In the offensive line. No, they ranked 30th, dog. So they ranked 30th.
The Seahawks offensive line?
Yeah, the Seahawks offensive line is ranked 30th.
Well, that's not good when you have Aaron Donald coming from the other side.
Mm-hmm. So, guess what? The Rams defense ranked in the
the top five.
Top five
first.
for sure.
First. I didn't know they were first.
Yes, they first in yards allowed. They third in rush defense. They first in pass defense. They first in per game.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. That's like when they played against, like they did to Arizona this past Sunday. Arizona barely could move the ball, and you know what I'm saying. Arizona got all that firepower. So
Kyler there.
Exactly. A quarterback, not exactly like Russell Wilson, because he's a little bit more mobile, but it's still amazing that they did all that against a division opponent. But let me tell you one thing that do worry me about the Rams. It's their offense. They 22nd in points, and I didn't know this, but their rush offense is 10th, but it seems like they can never get anything going. So I don't know if it's garbage time rushing yards or it just, it's just not the opponent as the stats will show. So it's all about if the Rams can actually score touchdowns. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think the score probably gonna be like 24-21 or 20. It's gonna be come down to a field goal. I think. I don't see the Rams just scoring a lot of points. They have a lot of opportunities to do so because the Seahawks secondary is horrible too. So, I mean,
pretty much just Jamal Adams.
If it's close, I gotta give it to Russell Wilson, bro.
You think that last man drive type thing?
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Jared Goff is not that. I'm sorry.
That's not it. As they say, that's not it.
That's not.
I agree with that. But if it's close at the end of the game and Russell Wilson the game on the line, I would say the Seahawks win.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Rams are going to win. I think their defense is going to be too much.
Yeah, see, that's the only thing that's troubling me is the Rams offense. And the Rams move the ball. Cam Akers and Henderson and Michael Brown, can they run the ball? I say probably yes,
think so.
But I think Cam Akers can. I just don't like the other two. I think they waste their touches by giving them guys the ball. I think Cam Akers is coming off. See, another thing is Cam Akers is coming off ankle injury. So how many snaps are you gonna get?
I think, like Tyler said, though, I think it is going to come down to Jared Goff. It depends how he plays. If he can get it to Woods and Cup and all of them, that's the only way they're going to win, which I do think they will. But he's going to have to make some plays. It's not just going to be their defense.
He's not the quarterback you trust to make plays.
That's what I'm saying. And like I was saying, that's the only thing to worry about me is the ring offense. Can they actually generate some points? Cause they beat Arizona, I think the score 18-7. I mean, that's not, you're not knocking out the park with those numbers. That's a defensive game. And can the Rams make it a defensive game? I think they can, because like you said, they already beat Seattle already in the regular season. They beat them in the first meeting already. So I have the Rams. Gatwood, you had the Rams, and Tyler, you had Seahawks.
I think that's probably going to be the game of the week.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's probably going to be the best game.
Kyle. No, I think the Browns and Steelers might be a good one, too, though. But, yeah, the Rams and Steelers, they like neck and neck, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. So, Bucks at Washington. I mean, it's pretty simple for me. When I just thought about the matchup, I got the Buccaneers, even though,
Bye week for Tom.
Tom on vacation. Tom relaxing. He's like, Chase Young? What you say? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, rookie.
The Bucs will win.
He's like, I forgot what movie that was. He's like, you messed up now. It might have been Friday. Uh-oh, you messed up now. And, okay. I don't even know what he's thinking about. I mean, they better. The It's not even a fair matchup, to be honest. I mean, the only thing Washington got going for themselves is the D line.
They got a good
defense.
Right?
You right?
Yeah, but that all because of the D line creating pressure. When you create pressure, that create cover sacks. Cover sacks. So, I mean,
don't the Buccaneers have a pretty good defense? I mean, don't the Buccaneers have a pretty good O line?
They're in the middle of the pack. From what
I
watch, see what I'm saying? Like, somebody right here from the Bucs games I watch, the O line is sorry, but they had them in like the top 10. PFFL had them in like ninth or eighth or something like that. But I was like, how? The games I watched, Tom Brady, like when he went up against a good D line, like that dude he didn't have time to pass the ball or anything. So I don't see how they have them ranked, pretty up there. But Tom Brady do get the ball out pretty fast, like in 3 or 4 seconds. Like that's the only way.
That's true. I have seen him get sacked more this year than he has in a lot of the years in New England.
So it's not just me. Like, so how are their offensive line ranked up?
They're ranked 5th.
What do you say?
They're ranked 5th.
Yes. So.
Oh wow.
I'm not seeing that. I'm doing an eye test. I'm sitting there watching the games, and that's not a fifth, best in the league offensive line. Like, not even close. So I don't know, but Washington, they can't move the ball versus the Bucs defense. The Bucs is they have I believe they have like top 10 defense, and I believe Washington are 26th in rushing and 25th in passing. Who being somebody with that?
Yeah, that's not gonna
Not the Bucs. Tom Brady threw for
all they got is.
What you say?
All they really got is Terry McLaurin. I mean, that's about it. They can shut him down.
Yeah, pretty easily. What's that tight end? Logan Thomas.
Logan.
He came on.
Yeah.
He coming on in the middle of the season, and
yeah.
And the up and coming rookie running back, Gibson.
I just don't. They don't have enough.
Isn't Gibson injured?
I don't know if he is anymore. I think he was last week.
So y'all seen this as a blowout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brady's gonna be too much to experience, and their team's way too young.
Ooh.
But I do think the Reds. I mean, I think the Washington football team will be good in a few years. I think they just need a quarterback because they got the defensive pieces for the future. It's just not their year this year.
Yeah, how long y'all think Alex Smith's gonna be there?
How many years on his contract?
So do y'all see Washington drafting a quarterback or looking to free agency?
I think they'll probably draft a quarterback.
I think draft.
Yeah, because they need a young quarterback to pair up with that young offense. Like I said, you got Terry McLaurin, Logan Thompson, you got J.D. McKenzie, Gibson, Dontrell Inman, and Chris and Cam Sims, and they got some interesting receivers. So,
I think they might try to pick up.
Go ahead, go.
I think they might try to pick up Justin Fields late, but I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't know if they want to draft another Ohio State quarterback.
To be honest, and then you really think Justin Fields is gonna drop that far?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen like a bunch of I've seen like a bunch of mock drafts, and I've seen him like late first round. So he might sneak down there.
Really?
I've seen him as the number 3 quarterback behind Lawrence and Wilson.
So what happened to all that hype? With Cam Fields and being better than Trevor and all this type of stuff.
I don't know if everybody's buying into that.
It was just a hit. Yeah, so it was just like in the moment. But anyway, let's get back to the Bucs and Washington. Yeah, Tom Brady put on the show last week. I think he was just trying to make a statement to like, hey, Like if you sleep on us, you're gonna get burned. So yeah, they probably win by 21. It's gonna be close to like 20s, I believe. Because like I said, they just can't score. Washington just can't score, and the Bucks D line and the linebackers with Devin White, and they just I don't see them running the ball. Granted, they're not New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Like we did a couple weeks back. They're not New Orleans. They don't have the same O line that New Orleans have. Not even close. Not even the same area code. So they're not going. I can't see them moving the ball. They're gonna have to get turnovers and they're gonna have to run some trick plays in order for Washington to win. They can't play the Bucks straight up. They play them straight up, they losing point blank. And
I think it might be close to halftime.
Mhm. You said after halftime or by halftime?
I said at halftime, I think it might be kind of close, just because the Redskins got a pretty good defense. But I think Brady will figure them out pretty fast, and I just think it'll end up being a blowout.
Yeah, that's true. After a while, they won't be able to keep up after they hit halftime. But I'm just leaving on this. I'm just end on this note. The Bucks are fourth in turnovers, in creating turnovers. They fourth. So yeah, take that into consideration. All right, let's move on to our next game. You know, I don't know why you spent that much time on the Bucks and Washington. Even we already knew what was going to happen with that one. Sorry, Washington fans. All right, the Ravens. The Ravens and Titans. Now, I sat down and pondered and thought about the scenario of this game. And let me say, this is the closest matchup of all the games that's playing this weekend. In my opinion, this is the closest one because they played each other last year, so they familiar with each other. So the Ravens had more time to make adjustments, and the Ravens are coming on. No, Lamar Jackson finally came to life and he threw a couple touchdowns to Hollywood Brown last week. So they seemed like they finally clicked and he finally woke up. So I have the Ravens over Titans. Bam. No Derrick Henry. No Ravens over Titans. Knocked out. Yeah, Henry get knocked out of the playoffs. None of that. Ravens shutting that down.
What do you think, Tyler?
Rolling, bro. I'm not rolling with that one, bro.
Hey, like we say, that's my hot take. hot take of the week.
Who do you think, Tyler?
I got the Titans, man. I think it's gonna be a close one.
It's gonna be close, yeah.
Man,
it's gonna be real close.
Derrick Henry a bruiser, man.
Man, trust me, Earl Thomas know all about that. So,
right. You better
Josh
remember.
Norman know all about that.
You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, well, I'm kind of interested in who you got because we kind of think the Titans. Oh man, what?
I think Henry is going to expose them just like he did last year in the playoffs, and I think Mike Vrabel is going to have a good plan against Lamar because he figured them out last year in the playoffs. I think they're going to have his number again.
Really, guys? After last year, y'all don't think the Ravens learned a lesson? I think the Ravens was overconfident. First of all, they didn't take them boys seriously, and when they got down, they didn't know how to come back.
I like Mike Vrabel a lot as a coach. I think he's got them figured out.
Remember last year, the Ravens, they didn't run that same offense they always ran. They were down, and then the Titans was running the ball with Derrick Henry. So they was like, that's like the defense already when they run the ball with Derrick Henry. And Ravens is down. I don't think the Ravens are built to like come back when they down by a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? Cause Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta march their way downfield with a couple of runs, a couple of short passes. Hollywood Brown might catch a couple of deep passes, but he haven't done that. Plus he's been injured, and remember he was frustrated in the middle of the season because he's not getting that many catches, not getting that many targets. So they the type of offense that they go downfield, they get 12 yards, they get 20 yards. Sometimes they might get a chunk play of 40 or 50. Then they hit Mark Andrews over the middle. And I think they learned their lesson. They're not gonna take the Titans lightly. And first of all, can the Titans can they even stop them? Guys, when I looked at the stats, and yeah, that definitely when I looked at the Titan defense, it made more clear to me that the Ravens is gonna win this matchup.
What were the stats? What were their stats like? Like their defensive passing yards allowed and stuff like that? Do you know?
Yeah,
I just know they're 24th in team defense.
14?
Hey.
24th.
Oh, dang.
The Ravens are second.
All right. So, you know what I wrote down on my paper when I looked at the Titan defense? This is what I wrote.
Okay.
This is literally the only stat I wrote down. The Titans are in the bottom in every defensive category, period. Hey, that's all I had to put. Job done. Work complete. That's all I needed to know. Huh?
As a Texans fan this year, I've seen Deshaun Watson light up their defense twice. So I know their passing defense isn't good. We have no run game, so they can stop the run against us. I mean, I'm sure anybody can, but
got that right.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So how y'all telling me y'all saying the Titans are gonna win this? The only reason they're gonna win this, but I did find this pretty interesting. The Titans are number one. The Titans are 7 in takeaways. So the defense are good at getting the ball back to the offense. So they got that going for them. But anything after that is just nothing. It's futile. They ain't stopping the run. They ain't stopping the pass. So that means Hollywood Brown probably going to get a good couple of deep throws thrown at him. That means, Mark Ingram lost his job. But that means, I forgot the other running back name. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, J.K. Dobbs. He took over as a rookie, and he's doing fabulous. He had a long run last Sunday. So, I mean, that means that running game is finally coming on strong. Mark Andrews had a couple of catches. It seems like they're clicking at the right moment, and that's bad for the Titans. Real bad, especially if they can't stop. If they go back and forth, then I can see the Ravens edging it out, because I feel like the Ravens will probably make that one defensive stop that they need to win the game or to get the ball back to the offense and they score again. Now it's a foot race. Now you can't hand off to Dan Henry 35 times. Now you got to actually throw it. So
I'll say this. Until Lamar Jackson wins in the playoffs, by throwing the ball, until he does that, I will start voting for him if he starts to do that. If he wins it one time, it's just I don't know if he can do that. I'm gonna have to wait and see until he wins it.
You don't. I mean, granted, kind of erratic, but he have done it. It's just not in a consecutive series, But he's capable. So maybe it's this the series he does it, and he lights the Titans up. I mean, he take them to the back, the back shed and give them a whooping. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this.
I mean, I hope you're right. I hope he proves me wrong, because I don't like the Titans.
Yeah, they in your division. So
yeah,
but I feel like I said, after I thought about and I laid down the game plan, I laid down what the Titans might. Well, I know what the Titans are going to do. They're going to run it down their throats. So I think the Ravens okay, we'll just put 9 men in the box or something like that. And even though A.J. Brown been cooking it up this season, he been balling like his old Miss teammate DK. I just well Corey Davis too. He have come up strong the last couple of games too, but not last Sunday. He got kind of shut down. But they have firepower, but that's only when the running game is on point. Because so teams are so worried about Henry that it does leave a lot of 1-on-1 matchups. But the Ravens can match up on the outside.
I'm gonna ask both of y'all this question: If the game was on the line, who would you rather have at quarterback? Would you rather have Tannehill or Lamar?
Oh, that's tough. Give me Tannehill.
Okay, game is online. Give me Lamar. Let me tell you why. Guy, he haven't thrown a turnover in the red zone at all. He hadn't turned the ball over in the red zone at all.
You got to get
I saw that stat. That was a crazy stat.
Exactly. You saw that, right? I like,
yeah.
So, I love Tannehill. I wanted him to come to New Orleans. I'm very high on him, but I just like the measurables of Lamar Jackson. I was a doubter too. When I watched Lamar Jackson play and everything, but he's growing on me. I still feel like he got room to grow, and I feel like if he just work on the things that he need to work on, he'll get there. He'll get there. They always talk about you can't teach accuracy, but you can improve it a little bit. You can. I like Bobby Aber said, and Steve Young. They said you might be like a C+ in accuracy. You probably never get to A, but you can get to like a B-. That might just be good enough. So, yes. So, Ravens over Titans for me. I feel like I'm gonna get all my picks right.
I would hope so. I mean, that's
y'all gonna have to treat me out to dinner or something if I get all my picks right. All right.
You got all your fantasy football money. You're good.
For real.
That fantasy football money is gone. So I won that. I spent it on a gaming setup. So hey, that money is out of here. All right, so y'all probably gonna hate me for this one too. The next game. Oh, okay. The next game is Browns versus Steelers. I'm doing it again. I have the Browns.
Me too.
I bet y'all think like this guy right here. This guy. But I have the Browns. I
got
like
the Steelers.
how they playing football.
They're playing real good right now.
Baker, he's feeling real dangerous right now. He's feeling real dangerous. So the Steelers better be ready to play. How Baker is ready.
And did y'all see what Juju said?
Well, okay. Well, TikTok boy, what he say?
He said, he said they're still the same Browns. They're still the same Browns team I play every year. They just a bunch of nameless gray faces.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, you see, that's what I don't understand. You talking noise, and you still didn't learn your lesson when you got your head knocked off your shoulders. Versus the Bengals, but that's on people logos. And here you right now talking noise about the Browns are still the same. You think you'll learn? I love Juju. I love his confidence. I like his personality. Seems like a cool kid, funny guy. Like he's a fun guy. So I don't understand him. Why is he acting like he 12th the season this year? He hasn't.
I agree.
So why?
He's not even probably their number 3.
He's what?
He's probably the 3rd best receiver.
Ooh.
I'd take Deontay Johnson and Claypool over him.
That's a hot take. Wow.
Really though, scorching hot.
For real? You don't think? You really think he's the 3rd?
I do. I think.
Okay.
Like game on the line, man. I'd rather start to Claypool or Johnson than Juju.
and Juju. I do like Claypool upside. He just gotta become a better route runner. He is a rookie, so hopefully he will learn that he just won't use his size, for matchups. He need to become like a Julio. Julio can run crisp routes, and he also can go deep for the ball. So, yeah, but Juju shouldn't be saying anything. He should be getting ready to play. He shouldn't be saying nothing like that, especially to the Browns, who just beat them. Granted, they didn't have Big Ben, but that's still a good. That's like a morale type victory. It's good for morale of the team that you won that game, the division game. And now you got in your head that we can beat these guys. And when you think like that as an athlete, man, it gives you so much energy. It gets you pumped. It gets you excited to go play with them. It makes you want to play fast and physical. So with that win, I feel like it juiced them up. And now Juju coming out and saying this stuff, it might cause problems for Big Ben. Big Ben is not the same. He's still above average, but he's not as mobile. So the Browns have a good D line. Myles Garrett. They can create pressure and get to him. And they got
Vernon got hurt though.
Oh, he did? Wow. Yeah. How did I miss that? That's tough.
Tyler, who are you picking?
I got the Browns.
What? Oh, okay,
I think it's going to be the Steelers.
Okay. Huh? What'd you say?
I think it's going to be the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it going either way. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if the Steelers win. I wouldn't be,
I just think the Browns playing good football right now.
They is Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else can you say when they playing good football? When they third in rushing, they 16th in yards, they 7th in third down conversions. That's huge. Football's game in inches, and when you converting on third down like that, I mean, it's hard to get you off the field. Especially in the playoffs.
What they say, right? Too much. I think the Steelers' defense is going to be too much for Baker. This is the third time they've seen him, and I think they'll be ready for it, whatever he has to throw at them.
So you think that, like, hey, we know his, what he likes to do, and so they'll be ready for it. Yeah, I can see that. I can see this.
More experience. Steelers are more experienced in the playoffs.
But have you noticed the Steelers' defense haven't been looking the same the last, 2 or 3 weeks? What do you think that's attributing to?
Really, I think it was just not really their defense. I know Big Ben's been kind of playing bad at the end of the year. It kind of depends on how he plays, really.
Yeah, it's true. Depending on how he feels. I didn't quite remember why he was out. Do y'all know?
Big Ben?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Did he ever go out?
Report why he was out.
Yeah, he was out.
They just sat him out because they already clinched.
Okay. Like Kansas City did with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder. I'm like, kind of see. I was looking at the injury report. I was like, why Mason Rudolph playing? Okay. That makes a lot more sense. But yeah, how y'all notice that the Browns' offense been clicking without OBJ? Ever since OBJ went down, like the Browns' offense just been rolling.
Man, I hate that too. I swear I hate that.
I know. I hate it for OBJ because now it seems like he's the problem, like big time problem. So, right. And he got so much talent, dude. And I don't even mind the antics. I don't even care about all that. I feel like he's just passionate. Like, I feel like me playing football and playing basketball, I didn't play college, but, me just being an athlete, I like guys that's passionate. And I don't feel like there will be a distraction the stuff he do. I think it's funny. I think that like he just having a good time. He loves to play football. Same with Juju. Juju just having a good time. And I feel like they got, huh?
They were acting the same way about Stephon Diggs, and now look at him this year.
Yeah, exactly. I like guys like that because I know they want to win and they feel like they open, which granted they probably are open 80% of the time, but of course he wants to spread the football around. And I feel like that Baker, he was forcing it to him, like he just didn't let it flow. Like he felt like he had to get him the ball for some reason. I feel like the Browns did a horrible job of gearing up plays for OBJ to get him the ball. It's just like, how the Saints get MT involved. They like call a slant, or call out route, or call, something to get him open, match him up with somebody that, they're gonna be favorable to him. They move MT to the slot, or even with Devontae Adams, they'll call his number. I feel like they didn't do OBJ justice of trying to get him, in the space, or trying to get him the ball in certain occasions. And I felt like they put pressure on Baker to like, hey, I need to force feed this guy the ball because I haven't thrown to him the whole game. And I know I seen him over there pissed, and we losing. See, that's two bad combinations. When you're not getting the football and you losing, that's two bad combinations for an offensive player. Trust me, I know. It's not a good feeling because you feel like you can help the team, but you're not getting the ball. And I feel like I can do something if I get this ball. Like I feel like I can be the spark. But when we're losing and I'm not even contributing anything, it's tough. And for somebody like OBJ that cares a lot, that it's tough. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So Browns, I had a Browns. Taylor Gatwood has Steelers, and my boy T. Wright has the Browns, which I'm surprised at. I thought everybody gonna be against me on that one. All right. The final game. Saints at Bucks. Who that?
You gotta be
Who that say gonna beat them Saints? Come on, everybody. Who that?
Wait. You said the Saints at who, bro?
Man, nobody ain't beating them Saints. All right, so I'm 100% sure that Saints taking this by double digits. I'm thinking about 18, 20 points. Bears?
Man, it's going to be worse than that.
The Bears? Oh, you say it's going to be worse than that. Let me say it again.
No, the Saints are going to beat them by like 30.
Oh, did you see what we did to Carolina? Oh, man, the Saints ain't playing around. And we didn't have no Kamara. We didn't have no MT. We didn't, well, Tyler, I don't say this just for you. We didn't have Traquan Smith. I'm rolling my eyes right now, but we didn't have Traquan Smith, okay? All right. Forget, whatever. We didn't have him. Man, our offensive line been banged up, but we've been balling, man. So, and I'm just set the record straight. That Minnesota game, it shouldn't have been that close. Kamara should have had 10 touchdowns. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even bring up Minnesota game. Refs, here's a sympathy, touchdown, Vikings, whatever. But the Saints, we taking care of business. We on a mission. We mad.
Yeah, we clicking right
NFL
now,
been
man.
doing a 30. Yes, we fed up. We are done being nice guys. We putting a foot on the pedal and blowing teams out.
Let me talk to the non-biased Saints fan.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. The Saints will be way too much for Mitchell Trubisky, and their defense. Drew Brees has finally have something that he never really had, and it's a dominant defense because they have a really good defense this year. And I also think Kamara's going to grow. He's going to grow on what he did at the end of the last game, because I want to shout him out for winning my fantasy league this year, putting up 57 in the last game. So I'll always love Alvin Kamara for that.
All right. So let me get to the facts. Let me get to the facts. Everybody like, oh, he ran to the Ravens by the Saints, but I'm gonna tell you why. All right, I watched every Saints game, so y'all can't tell me nothing. All right. So the Saints defense, granted, no play a little soft schedule, but still you got to come to play. It's still an NFL team, so second and takeaways. All right, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You got the
Yes,
top 5 defensive line. Come on. Trey Henderson, 13.5 sacks. Okay.
Second in the league.
Passing. Oh, yes. Trey Henderson. Y'all need to Google him, don't y'all? Yeah, cause y'all didn't vote him to the profile. Y'all to the Pro Bowl. Y'all didn't even put him on the Pro Bowl ballot. How dare y'all? See, don't say this. See, that's what I'm saying. The Saints already get disrespected. How you not put Trey Henderson on the Pro Bowl ballot? 13. Who's the only guy that have more sacks than Trey Henderson?
TJ Watt.
Yep.
No, Aaron Donald.
They have the same amount.
Yes, they tied, right? I think Aaron Donald has 13.1, and I think Trey Henderson has 13.1. So, but all right. Again, they top 10 rushing defense, 12th in passing. So we have the number 3 defense overall. So how the Bears are going to score exactly? Allen Robinson, maybe? Yeah, I can see that. They run a trick play. Yeah, I can see that. But the Bears are 25th in rushing, 22nd in passing, 31st in third down conversion. So, I mean, what y'all gonna rely on David Montgomery? I agree. He's a hard runner, but the Saints D line is too much.
That's all you got to say is Mr. Trubisky.
Yeah, see, I know everybody give Trubisky a hard time. I think he's a baller. I think he plays with his heart, but he just can't read coverages. I feel like I don't know. Is that a fixable thing? I understand Cam Newton still can't read coverages. He's still throwing double coverage and throwing to the linebacker over the middle. But is that a physical thing, like read coverages, understand? Granted, he's not Brett Favre. Brett Favre didn't even know what cover 2 was when I asked him. He's like, I don't care about that. I just throw it to the open guy. So can you overcome that?
No, his arm's not as strong as Brett Favre's.
Nope.
Yeah, but the only thing that worried me about Trubisky versus Saints have I don't understand it. Dennis Allen, I'm not a big fan. I just don't like some of his defensive play calling sometimes, and he sometimes he just don't make certain adjustments that I feel like are pretty clear cut to make, but they don't play good versus a running quarterback, and I don't understand. Like when we lost to the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, where was the spy? They blitzing, but they blitzing in the wrong gaps, and they allowing Jalen Hurts to leak out or roll out. I think it was a 4th down, if I recall, versus the Saints. It was Saints versus Eagles, and they blitzed. And I mean, the middle of the line just split, and there was like a lane right down there, and he just took off running. So we don't play good against running quarterbacks, and that worries me with Trubisky. We know he's mobile, he can take off, and I'm just hoping that they have a linebacker that spies him, or they have somebody that they stick with their gaps. If they bring a blitz, they stick within their gaps, or they run stunts, to plug up certain to get guys open on a free rush, and that's the only thing that I can think of that's just really hurting me. If Lattimore don't show up and just shut down Allen Robinson, then that's the only thing I can think of. But on paper, and from what I watched from the Saints games and from the games I did watch of the Bears, I don't see them putting up any points. Yeah. And remember, I don't know y'all remember this, but we didn't have Alvin Kamara in the Bears game, and we didn't have Emmanuel Sanders RMT.
Spy or not, the Saints are gonna blow them out. It don't matter.
It don't matter. Yeah. We spent this much time on the Saints and Bears. It was really for me to stand on my soapbox and pour out my heart because I feel like they be dogging my team for no reason. And they really, you know what? The fans of other NFL teams, they real disrespectful. They real disrespectful about the Saints. So this is my time.
We could be the Cowboys, bro.
We could be who?
We could be the Cowboys.
Yeah, we could. I'm glad we're not the Cowgirls. But I think it's this the year that the Saints earn their respect back. And Sean Payton goes down as one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year. Come on now. Come with it. All right.
That should be Bill O'Brien.
Look, I'm fired up. I'm ready to go out right now and play some football. I'm fired up. All right. So, everybody had the Saints. Easy. Man, I hope they don't lose. Hey, y'all might have to find a new host if the Saints lose. Cause I can't do the show. I find a highway for like 2 or 3 months. Okay.
At least your team's in the playoffs.
Hey, speaking of your team, what is going on with Deshaun Watson? What's going on?
They told
Taylor, inform us. You're a Texans fan.
They told him that he would be informed when the GM search and the head coaching search, that he would be in on it. And they just hired a GM, Nick Caserio from the Patriots. They hired him without talking to Deshaun about it, and Deshaun has not talked to anyone from the front office in a couple of days. They've been reaching out to him, so that's not good.
Do you really think that the Texans going to trade him? I mean, they'd be a fool. I mean, you would think they would try to repair the relationship. And I understand where Watson coming from. I seen that you retweet what Watson said, that some things never change. Yeah. And I didn't understand what he's talking about till all this came out. And I think that's a big deal with me personally. When somebody make a promise to you, you expect them to keep that promise. And when you don't, I mean, when you break that promise, how you expect somebody to trust you ever again? How you expect that person to look in your eye and say, like, yes, I'm behind you 100%. I will fight for you. When you can't keep a simple promise like that. Like, it's so simple. Like, you couldn't call the man or text the man to say, hey, we think about, this GM taking over. What you think? How is that so hard to ask?
Your franchise quarterback.
Yes, your franchise quarterback. I mean, how hard is it just pick up your phone? I'm pretty sure that GM or the owner or whoever made that decision. How hard is just text Washington like, hey, is this okay? I mean, and if Washington said, no, this is not okay, then we're like, well, we really feel like we really did a lot of research on this guy, and he come from a great organization. And we just need to give him a chance. Just talk things out, So,
well, I think Deshaun's a little salty about people coming from the Patriots because Bill O'Brien came from the Belichick coaching tree. So I think that's another reason that he didn't like that move.
Yeah. So it's a numerous things. It all started with D-Hop. It's all started with D-Hop. I mean, anybody if Green Bay would have traded what's his name?
Devontae.
Yeah, if Green Bay, how do you think Aaron Rodgers would have reacted? All right, if what's another good combo?
Saints traded Michael Thomas.
Yeah, Saints traded. All right, when Matt Ryan was in his prime, well, he might be falling out of his prime, but when he had Julio, how do you think Matt Ryan would react?
Exactly.
So why are you treating your star quarterback like that?
That's ridiculous.
And like I said, I was surprised when I found out he's leading the league in yards. I didn't know that. Like,
yeah, he passed for almost 5,000 yards this week.
Yeah, he playing on a bad team. That's how messed up it is. You know that he threw for that many yards, and he putting the team on his back. And that whole clip of JJ talking to him, like he was apologizing for wasting his years. Sorry for wasting his years and stuff like that. It makes things a lot more clear, and it's pretty sad. It's pretty messed up, man. It's almost worse than the Dak Prescott situation. It's like it's right up there with that situation.
As sad as it is, I kind of want him to get traded.
Ooh, wow, man. Texans fans gonna be all over you, man.
You know what? I'm a Texans fan, but the Texans don't deserve Deshaun Watson. The way their owner is running the franchise, I think he should go somewhere else. I want to see him succeed. I'll go wherever he goes.
Hey, that's you sound like Tyler Wright with LeBron. Where you go, LeBron, I'm right.
No, you got
it. I'll be there.
Nah, T. Wright, he likes Chris Paul, man. Chris Paul's his boy.
Right.
Hey, anywhere, LeBron. Anywhere, I'll be there, boy. I'll be there. You can count on me. So, okay, we'll do a little scenario here. I think this will be pretty fun. What team, if the Texans, like, okay, Watson, whatever, dude, go. We don't care. Go your separate ways. Where will be the team that'll be most interested in Deshaun Watson?
The Saints, the 49ers, the Bears.
I think the 49ers would, like, give away, like, 10 draft picks for Watson.
Yeah.
The Bears better.
Let's be honest, 49ers just need a quarterback.
The Bears just need a quarterback, too.
That's all the 49ers need, just a quarterback.
The Bears could have had him.
Yeah, they could. The Bears could. I know, right? How? The circle of life. It all come back around. Watson, finally end up with the team he should have been with in the first place. So, I either say the Bears or 49ers. That seems like a logical, landing spots. The Matt Nagy trying to save his neck after everybody told him not to take Mitch. So, yeah, that can be that'd be a pretty good spot. Even though I think that offense is not really geared towards Watson. I think it's more. I don't know. It's just something about the offense. It can't move the ball.
They can build their offense around him because he's good enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have to build. Now, the 49 offense would be perfect. You know. So, all right. So, Watson, welcome to the Bears. They definitely come.
They wish.
Talking about jersey sales, man. He'd be leading the league in jersey sales if he went to the Bears. So, all right. So, with the NFL coaches, a couple of coaches have been fired already. We're kind of late to the party, but I just want to touch bases because that was one that really shocked me. I feel like he was doing a good job. That's the Anthony Lynn getting fired from the Chargers. I feel like he was doing a great job. Not a great job, but I feel like he was trying to build something. And he finally got, his tool. He finally got his hammer and Justin Herbert. He built a pretty good defense. So why now? Why they fire? Like, I don't understand. See, and the thing is, that's how you mess up. That's how you mess up young quarterbacks, when you just keep firing coaches over and over. Look at Sam Darnold's situation with the Jets. He had only thing he had the same OC. Every year he been in the league. So I feel like Anthony Lynn. Yeah. Like, he was being a good mentor to Herbert. Like, he didn't pull Herbert when he was messing up like the Dolphins did to it. He let him work through it. And I think that's what coaches should let you do. Figure it out. And he been amazing this whole year. So I don't know. I'm just kind of confused. Maybe
they should at least get one more year.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember the record off the top of my head. I mean, I probably can look it up.
They were 7-9 this year.
Yeah. So what's the deal? I'm not understanding.
All I know is that the next head coach there, he's gonna be happy because they got a good defense. They got some good rising stars on defense, and they got their franchise quarterback. So that's a very appealing head coaching job.
It is. I mean, a nice young up and coming quarterback. I mean, who wouldn't want that? You know, that means he can make literally every throw. I seen him make a tightrope throw rolling out to his right to
on the move.
On the move. I was like, as a Saints fan, I was actually clapping. I was like, yo, that's different. A throw. I can't hate you for that, bro. He's different. Yeah, I really couldn't hate him for that. Like, even though it was against my team, I was like, yo, that was really nice. That's nice. All right, man. Hey, Tyler, man, sure must be nice.
Yeah.
In the deep balls, man, must be nice.
I'm tired of seeing check downs, man.
Hey, yeah. As a Saints fan, all we see is check downs and little curl routes and little stuff like that. And when we see a deep ball, man, I get so excited. It must be nice. So, yeah, and we already know Jazz fired Doug Pearson. Doug Monroe. Yeah, that was kind of right on the wall. I mean, the Jazz been horrible. Well, they weren't horrible. They weren't totally bad. No, they so flashes, but you know, he couldn't get the young players on the same page, and they can't draft for nothing. So then Jets and Adam Gase should have been fired in week 3.
Really though.
I mean, how do dude keep getting for jobs?
Trevor Lawrence ain't gonna fix everything.
Nah, he's not.
Not one bit. I mean, you have Le'Veon Bell. How you not know how to use Le'Veon?
They suck.
Really. He didn't even know how. He didn't even know how to use Kenyon Drake. And Cardinals like, thank you, we'll use them.
Yeah, they figured out how to use them.
Yeah, exactly. So, it just seemed like he's like under mind control when he do his interviews. Like somebody telling him what to say. God, he seems so out of space. Like he might be on a drug or something. Like he's not totally there. And I'm like, yeah, I can tell why you call bad plays. I can see how you look in your press conference. You're not there on the sideline at all.
He got that Bill O'Brien syndrome.
Oh my God.
I call flag football plays. If they need somebody, they can give me a call. You know,
you probably do better than somebody. Probably do better than Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, you know, man, Bill O'Brien. Hey, I look at my play sheet like an NFL coach. I had like 4 or 5 play sheets. I bet the parents like, dang, he's serious. And guess what though? My team went undefeated and won the championship. I was like Sean Payton. I had like, So like I'm saying, like I can do the job. Just give me a call. I bring my play sheet. I bring my 5-page play sheet, and we get the business. We get down.
You could work with Deshaun Watson, couldn't you?
Oh yes. man, we'd be best friends. We'd be like Belichick and Tom Brady.
All right,
they're not best friends. Never mind. Never mind. Scrap that. Okay, we'd be like Sean Payton and Drew Brees. There we go. All right. So, yeah. No, we've seen a couple of coaches get fired. It'd be interesting how they're gonna replace some of these coaches. In the upcoming offseason, I'll definitely be checking it out. I want the Chargers to do good. I feel like they got. I'm rooting for Justin Herbert, and I really like what they're doing out in Los Angeles. I was about to say San Diego, but I caught myself. So, all right. I want to get to this real quick. I really don't care because about this, the NFL MVP. You know, cause it always goes to like a quarterback, or is it truly an MVP reward, or is it just a quarterback reward?
Definitely a quarterback award.
Yeah, you know,
who's the last person not a quarterback in it? Or who was it? Wasn't a running back one a few years ago?
Who was it?
Did Gurley win it?
Who?
No. Did he?
Who did? Who
I can't
won?
remember.
Let's see.
I'm gonna look it up
It
real
was
quick.
a running back.
It was
a
LT.
running back. But
In 06.
LT, the last running back to win it.
He was the last 9 quarterbacks to win it.
That's why. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was LT. So why Derrick Henry didn't win it last year? He won the Offensive Player of the Year award, didn't he? Or he just won the rushing title?
He won the rushing title. I don't remember who won offensive. Who did win offensive player of the year last year? I can't remember.
Was
Did
it
Lamar win both?
It had to be Michael Thomas.
Yeah, it might have been
No.
Michael Thomas.
Yeah, he broke their record.
He should have won MVP.
So who y'all make y'all case for NFL MVP?
I got
I'm
Rodgers, man.
Rodgers.
Yeah, I say Rodgers. I mean, it's pretty. He threw for 48 touchdowns. I'll try my hardest to make my case for Josh Allen. Granted, the Packers had a soft schedule. That thing was easy. But other than that,
Who would y'all say second and third in the MVP vote?
Mahomes and then Allen.
I had Kamara third.
I think Henry, man, he's got 2,000 yards. That don't happen often. He should be in the race.
I got him third behind Mahomes.
I agree. That's who I think it should be. I think Henry should be third, but it's not going to be just because he's not a quarterback, probably.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they should create a separate award. Like the most valuable. Kamara carried the Saints this year, big time. So you take Kamara off the Saints, I mean, they probably not gonna win some games, to be honest.
Didn't they say there's only been 10 2,000-yard rushers, I think, ever in there?
Yeah,
only like 8.
Derrick Henry. Yeah. And
So, he should definitely be in consideration.
Yeah, because Derrick Henry would be the sixth running back to rush for 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
So maybe they need to make an individual quarterback award. Like, I don't know. That's just dumb. Just always give it to the quarterback because they had a football. They start to play with the football in their hands. So of course. I mean, come on. So what's the deal here? But I have Rodgers, 48 touchdowns, 4,299 passing yards, a passer rating of 121.5. I mean, and
he had a great year.
How was he? Yeah, I mean, okay, whatever.
The thing that I really love about it is the fact that they drafted Jordan Love, and then he was like, look, I'm still the guy here, and he went off and had a season like that.
37. So that's pretty big time for a 37-year-old quarterback.
He's 37 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
48
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
He was that old.
Oh yeah. He's getting up there.
He's a man.
So yeah, I got Rodgers. I mean, it's pretty. He just ran away with it. Like I say, even though
it'll probably be a landslide win for Rodgers, probably.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he ran away. He ran away with it. All right, who y'all rookie of the year?
Jettis.
Justin
Jefferson.
Say it again. Oh, you cut out. What'd you say?
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I thought about him too, but I like Justin Herbert for it.
I said the same thing. I said Herbert or Jefferson. They're gonna be 1-2, obviously.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad with either one of them. I mean, they both of them had incredible seasons. Herbert had 31 touchdowns, a passer rating of 98, and he threw for 4,336 yards.
He broke all the records, the rookie records too, for passing.
I did not know that. So there you go.
He had the most passing
Right
touchdowns because Baker had 27 his rookie year, and Herbert had 31 this year.
31. And then Justin Jefferson broke Randy Moss rookie record, and then he set a rookie record for receiving yards. So
they both deserve it, honestly.
Yeah, they both deserve it. Have they ever did a Cole Rookie of the Year award?
I know they've done co-MVP.
Like you just have two people.
I'm not sure.
I know 1 year Favre and Barry Sanders won co-MVP or something like that. I don't know if they do that with Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, okay. Well, like I said, both of them, they deserve it. I won't be mad with either one. All right. Well,
Me either.
Let's talk some a little bit NBA. It just started, so there's still some games played yesterday with Clippers versus Warriors, and all these people talking noise about Curry, like he can't carry a team, he can't do this or he can't do that. I mean, they looking pretty solid. The Clippers only beating by 7. So why Curry get so much hate just as the type of player he is right now?
Just because he's been carried by all stars his whole career.
I shouldn't ask you that, Taylor. I should ask you that. Rocket fans alert! Rocket fan alert!
I just think that people give Curry a lot of flack for being on that Golden State team with KD and all that, when it's really not his fault.
It really not. I mean, it is what it is. It's not his fault. It landed to him like this, and he deserved it, man. He bought. He give his all every game, and right now, like I said, they've been playing good. I think they're like 5-4 or something like that.
It's rough on them, man. They playing a lot of struggle ball.
Oubre gonna have to step up.
Yeah, he only had 8 points last game.
Yeah, Oubre was like 3 for 50 from 3. I'm crazy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dang,
like 9% for 3.
Well, that ain't the same guy for Washington. That ain't the same guy. So right now, the Golden State 4-4, Clippers is 6-3, and Phoenix is 6-2, leading the way. So
Chris Paul effect.
Clippers. Exactly. So the Clippers barely beat. What's going on with the Clippers? They barely beat Golden State. I don't know. Like, it just seems they should. You think they have enough offense, and you surely think they have enough defense to not even allow teams to get that close to them in these games. So I wonder what's going through their mind. Paul George had 21. Kawhi had 21. Tatum had 13. Ibaka has 12. And Bailey had 7. And they had Morris that come off the bench with 12. So they put no points. I thought they would be a very defensive team.
From watching the game, PG and Kawhi had a real bad game. And Steph did too, but yeah. That's why I was so close.
Yeah, cause PG went 5 from 15 and Kawhi went 7 of 12. I mean, 7 of 12.
You don't know what PG gonna get.
Well, oh yeah, my bad. 7-12 ain't bad, but 0-3, that's bad from 3 points. So, but we already know Kawhi is not just an automatic 3-point shooter.
If you're Kawhi, you got to take more than 12 shots a game.
But.
That's true. Yeah, and also like true. Paul George is like, for them to like win a championship, he's gonna have to play good in the playoffs. He's gonna have to be that number 2, like reliable scoring option. He's just been too inconsistent lately.
It's a mental thing, man. There's something going wrong with him mentally. It seems like he's letting every little thing agitate him. So
that's fair. But I feel like
what is he doing?
He even said he was depressed or something, or he was going through some stuff in the playoffs. But he wasn't saying that when he was talking all that trash to them. He wasn't saying that when he was talking all that trash to Dame and them.
And Booker the other night.
Right.
Oh man, you said he wasn't saying all that. He was talking trash.
He wasn't. Now look, and now y'all losing, and now you depressed.
Yeah, maybe that's why he depressed. Cause he lost. He's like, man, I shouldn't been talking noise. Yeah, you know you've been depressed when you get knocked out of the playoffs in sports. You know you have a little depression going on.
Oh, they've been talking trash all year.
Nah, hey,
we do got to give the Suns props there.
Yeah, we do.
D-Book and Chris Paul. D-Book and Chris Paul are looking nice.
Mhm. They complement each other well. Russell Westbrook. That's how you play point guard. You supposed to be a couple Mary. Hey,
he's a one-man record.
Russell Westbrook never coming on here now. I guess I shouldn't say that.
I don't care. I'm still mad at him for playoffs last year.
Hey,
how you gonna trade Russell Westbrook? How you gonna trade Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook? Chris Paul, top 5 point guard ever.
Oh, he said ever.
Hey,
he's top 5 ever, bro.
What you think, Ben?
I wonder about GM. What do you say?
You think Chris Paul top 5 ever?
Man, why you gotta put me on the spot? Ooh boy. I'd say he about 6 or 7. Not top 5.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that too. And that's my favorite.
I take him over Stockton.
Like 6 or 7.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
probably Magic's above him.
He's right there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have to give me time to think about all the 5.
Yeah.
You know, of course, Magic gonna be up there, and it's just you know, I say
he's just so smart. Smart.
He was scoring. Yeah, it just. I know if I just really thought about it, I wouldn't be mad. Somebody like, hey, put him in top 5, you know. But I think he's right there. I mean, it's undeniable what he brings to the table, the leadership, you know, qualities and his skill set. So I wouldn't be mad if somebody had him in number 5 or 4 or something like that. All right, y'all have anything else I want to say before we wrap it up?
I'm good.
Not really. I mean, I think just we can talk about James Harden a little bit. I mean, the situation in Houston.
God, look.
Hey,
I thought we were talking about James Harden.
Hey, we don't have to. I mean, that's a long topic right there.
I'm just messing with you, man.
What you think about John Wall, Garwood?
Oh, I love John Wall. He's way better than Westbrook. He's definitely an upgrade.
Didn't y'all lose to the Pacers last night?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we didn't have Christian Wood. Christian Wood's been balling, though. He's a good pickup.
Yeah.
No, but still, though.
Most improved player. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I think he's going to win most improved.
I'm looking at the stat line. I see why y'all lost to the Pacers. Harden was 5 for 14.
Yeah,
what's wrong?
He might have quit on us at the end there.
No. Yeah.
He was thinking about it after the game.
To the free throw line. He's like, dang, the ref didn't give me my calls. Hell, he was thinking like, dang, the ref didn't give me my calls. I gotta talk to them.
That boy was thinking about going to the club after the game.
Yeah, probably. He wants to get traded, man. I don't know where his head's at right now. He's my boy, but man,
dude,
I don't know. He don't want to be in Houston no more.
You know.
He don't.
I mean, who want to take on Harden?
Boston should.
I mean, the only way that we're going to trade him is if we get blown away with an offer. So probably, I wouldn't be surprised if Daryl Morey tries to get him with the Sixers.
You really think they'll be a good fit, the Sixers? Like, do you think the Sixers try to trade for him?
Yeah, I mean, Daryl Morey.
I remember they were trying to get Embiid.
I don't think he break up Ben Simmons and Embiid.
I don't know, though. I think they're going to give it one more year. I think Harden's probably going to stay in Houston this year, and then if Simmons and Embiid don't work out again this year and they don't make a deep playoff run, I think they're going to probably pull the trigger and trade for Harden.
Hey, would you take Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and picks for Harden from the Celtics?
Oh, for sure. I definitely would because, I mean, if Harden don't want to be there, then, yeah, I'd definitely take that. That's probably our best offer.
I like that trade.
So you really think they give us that much?
I don't think the Celtics would do that.
I think they should. He probably won't because he's real reluctant. He's real conservative and stuff like that. Cause, man, to get over the hump, Boston got to do something.
Yeah, that's true. They do. If they want to make a run, they're going to have to make a big splash.
Right.
Well, you know,
especially with KD and Kyrie
and they just didn't what? Oh, they taking it. There's no doubt in my mind. It all depends on
if
what
they had Kemba Harden and Tatum. That's nasty.
Mm-hmm. That is. But it's nasty, but it's just Harden, bro. I don't know, man. Just something about him it don't sit well with me that he just mesh well with other scores.
Him and Chris Paul were the best duo, though. They complement each other the best.
Yeah, it had to be a situation with the Lakers when they had Kobe. They put like some pretty good pieces around them. It had to be something like that type of situation. You know, when Lakers had Lamar Odom and Gasol and Bynum and you know, Derek Fisher, a veteran. Yeah, it has to be something like that. Cause Harden gonna take about 60-70% of the shots, man. It's just not good basketball.
Exactly.
It can be kind of like that with the Rockets this year.
But Harden he'll dribble the clock out for 20 seconds and then shoot. You know what I'm saying? At least Kobe would run the offense and get to his spot.
Well, that's how it was last game, though. Like last game, Harden was kind of trying to let John Wall take over a little bit. I think they're all just trying to get adjusted to the new offense because we have a new coach and everything. I think they're going to be good. They just got to figure it out.
2-4. Right now, they're 2-4. So they need to figure out. I mean, they got a lot of games, but I mean, they're in a week. The Southwest is not really something to talk about, but they 2-4. They missed the bottom of the standings. So they need to figure out quick.
Yeah.
Because if they 2-4 next to Memphis, I'm surprised Memphis is 2-6. Then they got a lot of stuff to work out, a lot of offensive kinks to fix and gel. It does take a while with basketball, to understand how somebody thinks and to understand how they play the game. Even though it's just 5 people on the court, people don't understand how in sync you have to be on the basketball court.
Yeah, it's rough out here for me, man. My two favorite players are probably trying to get traded, Deshaun and Harden. So, how it goes for me.
Well, I'm just extend this out to you. You can take it or leave it. The Saints, we are taking applicants right now. We always looking to increase our fan base, and we'd like to have you. So, you just
if Deshaun Watson's in a Saints uniform, I'll be there.
All right.
Make it happen,
right.
Call some people up.
Sorry, Jack. Hey, so, hold on. Let me ask this question. This is like a Saints question. Tyler, who you rather have, Dak or Watson?
Oh my God. Give me Deshaun, bro. Give me Deshaun.
Yeah, same here.
Close.
Close. Let's on that note. So next time we have more information on the NFL. Of course, the playoff games will be over. So our next show is Monday, and come listen to us. We're gonna be uploading our episodes on YouTube and on Castbox and other podcast platforms. So make sure y'all subscribe, and we also send y'all instructions on how to find us in our posts, and we always leave a link. And be free to leave comments. We want to engage with y'all because we fans, and we just want to talk and have a good time. Create a good community where we can all come together and just talk sports. Leave that all the other BS out and just vibe together. You know what I'm saying? just enjoy what we like to do, and that's watch sports. Watch our favorite players do well. Watch our favorite team, win championships. That's what it's really all about. And that's what I love about sports. To bring everybody together. Have a good time. It doesn't matter, where you're from or who you are. We just come here to have fun. So thanks for listening to VOL Sportscast with your hosts Ben Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Thank y'all. Peace.
You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler